What's up, Hype Hunters? So sorry it's been a while, but we're back today with a very yummy episode for you guys.
So a few months ago, a one Michelin Star Japanese restaurant called Nakiryu released a line of cup noodles for their famous Dan Dan noodles. And it got sold out really fast and apparently is no longer in production, so that means it was impossible for us to get.
But with the help of Airfrop, we managed to get our hands on some of them. In case you guys don't know, Airfrop is a shopping service where you can get travelers to bring back products from overseas that you can't get at home.
Yep, but it ain't a showdown if there's only one contender, so we're gonna try two other Japanese cup noodle brands, one of which is from famous Japanese ramen chain Aoba, which also has a Michelin stamp of approval on its packaging.
And for the last one, we're going to try the one from Ippudo, which you guys actually might have tried before because in addition to being a famous Japanese chain, they also have outlets in Singapore. So we're going to try all three and let you know if it's
Worth the hype!
Okay, so we're starting with the most popular and the hardest to get, the Dan Dan noodles from Nakiryu. So Dan Dan noodles are basically noodles with mincemeat on them. So that's all I know about Dan Dan noodles.
I wonder if they actually have mincemeat in there.
I bet they do.
And I just want to say, this is so dangerous. Like, why would you put it outside? Because if I lost it and this was like the topping on the cake, I would be so upset.
Maybe that's why they stopped production. They couldn't figure out how to put it in.
Okay, let's open it up and see if it actually has meat inside. Ooh, I love this feeling of
It's real meat!
there's actually dried pieces of meat in there. It smells really good, but kind of looks like nothing. Yeah,
Okay.
so let's try this.
So let's not judge a book by its cover, and let's just start cooking it.
Okay, ready? And...
It smells even better when she opens it.
oh, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna stir it up.
Ooh, it looks so much better once you mix it.
She's drinking it like a true Japanese.
With the slurp, right?
Yeah.
I know.
You actually have to eat it with the slurp. It's rude if you don't.
It's pretty good.
You can definitely taste like the sesame in the soup, but it's just not as thick as like the real deal. Like the
Okay.
real Dan Dan mian.
Well, I'm not very familiar with like the real deal, but I think this is great because it's like so different from if you go just to a convenience store and buy a normal Maggi mee and you put it in and it's just like
Like a
flavored
bland
water.
chicken soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is really soup. It's like the real deal. Are you gonna noodle it up?
Yep, I'm gonna try the noodles. Okay, the flavor is really good, but the noodles is just like instant noodles.
You're right. It just tastes like normal noodles, but the soup's good.
Guys, I think this is good, but I expected more from the noodles. The noodles are not the same because Dan Dan noodles are just springier, slightly thicker. I just feel like they put little bits of the meat for the sake of having meat in there, but you just don't feel like you're eating noodles with minced meat. It's where?
And mincemeat is a big part of Dan Dan noodles.
Look at the amount of meat that's supposed to be in there. And what we see is probably like just that small bit. I'm just gonna say, I think I've had better instant noodles.
Yeah.
I like how we say that, you know, it's just average, but we just keep eating it because the soup is really good.
The soup's really good.
Yeah. Alright guys, so next up we're gonna try the Aoba cup noodles. Aoba is a famous Japanese ramen chain and it was also featured in Tokyo's Michelin Guide this year. Today we're gonna try the fish, pork bone and shoyu flavored ramen. Alright, so let's open it. It looks so sad.
Is it just me or are there very little noodles?
Yeah, it looks like it'll be done in 3 bites.
I don't know whether first impressions really matter because I looked outside, it said Michelin Guide, and then I opened it and I was like, oh.
We're a little bit disappointed because we thought we'll be having a little bit more stuff in there, but the only way to figure out whether it tastes good is to try it. So, I'm gonna pour the soup in now, guys.
Ooh, now it looks promising.
Yep, the soup looks pretty viscous. Oh, actually,
I do smell
I can smell the bonito flakes, like some fish bonito flavored
Is that what the smell is? Okay, I shall open the other things.
Yep, put in the dried thing. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes.
I'm just gonna say it looks really sad.
It just looks like toilet water.
Why do you have to say that?
You know how dirty toilet water, you see that it's brown on top and then underneath you see some murkiness? Like what is in there? What is down there? I don't know. And you're never sure what it is, but you can stir it up now. Then we can see what's underneath the murkiness. Okay guys, let's do a taste test.
So I'm really unexcited about this taste test. Normally I'm a very optimistic person, but
I'm gonna
it's
try
a bit
the
hard.
soup first.
It does smell nice, but
The soup's pretty good.
really?
The soup's pretty good.
It's very salty. I don't think I could finish a bowl of this. I would have to drink water non-stop. Do you not taste all the MSG?
I do. But that's what instant noodles are, right? MSG.
Yeah, but you couldn't really taste it with the other one, the famous Dan Dan noodles. This one is like... So, shall we try the noodles? I definitely prefer these noodles to the Dan Dan noodles. It's just springier and it has more flavor, I think.
It tastes like it isn't instant noodles, but of course you see it's still a bit more transparent than like the real ramen noodles. Yeah, and like you said, you tried the soup and you thought it was salty, right?
Yeah.
But because it's salty, when you eat the noodles, it's actually very flavorful.
I don't think it's too salty when I eat the noodles together with the soup. When I drink the soup alone, it's definitely too salty for me. I'm gonna try this suspicious looking meat. Okay. It's ham.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just tastes like ham.
Okay, I think this takes the cake for biggest emotional turnaround. You look at it and you're like, huh? And then you eat it, you're like, not bad. Then you eat more, you're like,
I like the noodles, I really do. I would say like the springiness, the texture, the thickness of the noodles is pretty close to what an actual ramen would taste like. Okay guys, last but not least, we're gonna try the Ippudo cup noodles. This one's so colorful!
Right!
And this looks like a legit piece of meat, guys!
Are you not impressed? This is divided in two. So one is spicy miso and one side is just like black sesame. So because of that, if you don't eat spicy like me, you can just customize the taste of your noodles by not adding the spicy part in, which is great. I love it. So this is just a soup powder in a very pretty orange package.
I'm gonna pour the liquid soup. Ooh la la! Going to open this,
It's a black
which is
sauce,
the
right?
non-spicy one. We can put that later after we tried this one.
Okay,
How about that? Okay?
Okay.
I'm very thoughtful. Look, it's super viscous and creamy.
I'm gonna say that this of the three has the best pre-eating experience.
Yeah, look at that. You feel so satisfied when you squeeze everything out because you're thinking like, oh my god, so many wonderful things went in.
And you're thinking like, I got my money's worth. I think if I remember correctly, when I was in Japan, it cost about $2, like about 2 Sing dollars. Yeah, so I mean, good value.
So let's add hot water now. And I'm really excited about this one, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna open it now. Wow, it looks so nice!
Doesn't it look great?
Oh,
So impressive.
it looks good, it smells good.
honors.
So I'll stir it up. Ooh.
Now that's what like a game instant noodles supposed to look like.
Oh, it smells really good, guys. I wish you could smell what I'm smelling. Okay, and look at the meat. You can see like the strips of fat.
That's right.
Pretty good. Like tonkotsu. I feel like it's a bit like diluted, but the flavor is good. Guys, the noodles is yum! I can taste so many things. It tastes like real noodles. I actually think it's real noodles. Wow! No, but I really think that the soup is a bit diluted. The flavor is there.
Maybe that's because we put too much water.
No. Maybe we should eat it the way it's meant to be eaten by
Oh shit.
adding this into it. She's trying to eat as much as she can before I put this in. It's really good.
I'm so sad. Because after she
Here
puts
we
it
go.
in, this is the special sauce. You also see this in actual Ippudo restaurants. It's like chili, I think, but a thick kind of chili sauce.
I'm gonna mix it up now, guys.
Really? Is it spicy?
It's not spicy at all, dude.
It's a bit spicy lah.
No.
I can taste the spice, but it hasn't hit me yet. But I know it will hit me later, then I'll cry in a corner.
Moral of the story, don't mess with how the Japanese make things to be. If it was meant to be put in, we put it in. The broth is so thick, so flavorful, you know?
Yo, Michelin guy, what you doing? Why this not on the list?
I'm just gonna say that, of course, the meat doesn't look as good as the real chashu you would get at a ramen restaurant.
Obviously.
But, I mean, it looks better than that floppy piece of thing we had in the Aoba Ramen. So I'm gonna take a bite. And the flavor is there too. Little dry, drier than what a real chashu would taste like, but
I can forgive it. That it's been freeze-dried.
tastes good. Oh, after chewing for so many times, it's still tasty.
If you transferred this into a normal bowl and served it to someone, I think you could fake them and say you cooked it and they wouldn't. They'd be like, oh my god, you're so good.
It's really tasty. Oh my goodness. Next time I go to Japan, I'm gonna be bringing some of this back. Out of the three, the Dan Dan noodles out, the Aoba noodles out, and then the last one, the Ippudo Ramen. Is it worth the hype?
So worth the hype!
Damn right, guys. Hope you enjoy watching us stuff our faces.
You know, if you have tried any of these ramens that we've tried, please leave a comment and let us know, because I really want to know if anyone actually thought those Dan Dan noodles were good. And so please download the Clicknetwork app if you haven't already done so that you can watch all our videos right when they come out.
Yep, so till next time, bye!